Thank you for checking out the video about registration and curriculum for the 2017-2018 school year. As you may remember, in the past we have had a live curriculum night to relay this information. Last year we made this video for our website, and due to the positive feedback we received about the new format, we decided to do it this way again. I hope you find it informative. I want to start by highlighting some important dates on the registration calendar. Teachers have already begun talking to students about their course recommendation for next year. Teachers will begin entering those recommendations beginning March 6th. On March 16th, there will be a long advisory during which students will receive registration information, a course offering sheet, a copy of their transcript, and a copy of their graduation progress form from their IGP conference. This is what the course offering sheet will look like. I encourage you to look at this with your child and talk to him or her about courses before registration begins. If you have questions about specific courses, you can see descriptions of all courses in the course catalog, which is available on our website. The week of March 20th, students will register for courses with counselors through English classes. Current 9th graders will register through biology classes. They will pick the courses that their teachers have recommended, as well as enough electives to total 7 credits and 3 alternates. The online system will be open that whole week through the 24th, and computers will be available in guidance for anyone wishing to make an appointment. During registration, students will log into the portal using the same username and password they use for their student backpack. Students will follow instructions to click on the registration icon, and the registration screen will appear. They will see categories for each subject area. They have to click on the pencil next to each one, and this screen appears. They will then see the course that their teacher has recommended, or a list of electives, and they can select that course. Moving forward with the timeline, after students register, they will receive a printout of recommended and requested courses on April 17th. This sheet must be signed and returned by the next day, April 18th. This is the deadline to make any changes to electives. On May 25th, students will receive a tentative schedule. After this point, changes will be made for the following reasons only. The student does not have a full schedule or there is a conflict. A student has a duplicate course. A student has already passed a course on his or her schedule. The student fails a course at the end of the year and needs to be placed back in the course. Or if the student is a senior and is missing a graduation requirement or a college admissions requirement. Please understand that schedule changes have a serious effect on the master schedule, individual schedules, and class size. The master schedule is developed by the number of course selections identified by students during the registration process. School administrators make decisions regarding the number of sections per department based on students' course selections. Therefore, once course schedules are printed, schedule changes are only made for these compelling circumstances: a change of mind, request for a different teacher, request for different class periods, and failure to select enough courses and/or alternates during registration are not considered compelling circumstances. A parent override conference needs to take place if a parent requests a change in level different from what the teacher has recommended. For example, if your child was recommended for English CP and you want him or her to take English Honors, you would need to contact the recommending teacher to set up a conference. During the conference, the teacher can agree to change the recommendation, or all parties can sign the parent override form. Once a student overrides into a class, he or she cannot move back down. The deadline for all overrides is April 21st. We will not take them after that date. Now I'm going to review unit requirements for grade advancement, graduation requirements, and college admission requirements. To be promoted to 10th grade, students must earn 5 units, including 1 English, 1 math, and 3 other units. To move to 11th grade, students must earn 11 units, including 2 units of English, 2 units of math, 1 science, and 6 others. To be a 12th grader, they must have 17 units, including 3 English units, 3 units of math, 2 units of science, and 9 others. There are 24 credits required to graduate from high school. Those include 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 3 units of science, and one of those must be biology, 3 units of social studies, including government and economics, U.S. history, and 1 other, PE or ROTC, foreign language or occupational ed, which could be a business class or a career center class, 1 unit of computer science, and 7 electives. In addition to those graduation requirements, most four-year colleges have extra requirements. Students need to have a math above Algebra 2, at least 2 years of the same foreign language. Some colleges like Clemson and College of Charleston require 3. A fine art unit is also required for college. Art, theater, band, and chorus are all examples of fine art. Finally, 3 lab sciences are required. Here is a list of the lab sciences that Greenville High offers. The only science we have that is not considered a lab is environmental studies. We no longer offer physical science, but if your student took that, please know that that is also not considered a lab science. These are some new courses that we'll have for next year. Professional and Leadership Development is a new class in the business department and must be recommended by a business teacher. Ceramics will be taught by one of our art teachers and also requires teacher approval. Musical theater will be taught by our theater teacher and requires an audition. Peer tutoring is a class in which students help some of the special education students at our school. There's an application for this class that was due on March 3rd. Next year, we'll offer 4 dual credit classes through USC. Students must take all 4, 2 first semester and 2 second semester. For additional information about those and for an application, please see Mrs. Rowan. There are some courses that require teacher approval, so before students can register for them, they need to see the teacher of that class, either to get on the list or to get an application. These are those courses and the teachers of them. Greenville High offers several dual credit classes where students can earn high school and college credit. Through Greenville Tech, we have psychology, sociology, a computer class, and art history. Interested students have already taken the placement test that's required. During registration, if they passed the test, they will see the courses that they qualified for on their screen, and they can choose the ones that they wish to take. The 4 business classes offered through USC are also listed here. This is a snapshot of the South Carolina Uniform Grading Scale, which shows the difference in GPA points for a CP, honors, or AP/dual credit class. You will notice that dual credit and AP are weighted the same. I wanted to mention the magnet program briefly. We are a magnet school with 3 focus areas: law, business, and finance. In order to receive magnet distinction, magnet students must complete 5 courses in their focus area, including certain required courses in 9th and 10th grade, complete a senior portfolio, and 1 additional requirement. You can pick up a magnet flyer with all the courses and requirements from Mrs. Rowan or from guidance. This is the contact information for each of the counselors, as well as Mrs. Rowan, the magnet coordinator. Please feel free to contact any of us at any time. Once we begin registration, the counselors will be working with their rising grade level. For example, Mrs. Butler will work with rising seniors, Mrs. Miller will work with rising juniors. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. We look forward to another great year at Greenville High. Go Raiders!